Hare Krishna. So, welcome, day 2 on the Damodar Ashtakam. We'll start our discussion with the prayers. Please chant along with me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bhutale Srimate Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine
Namaste.
Vadi Pacharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Bhashyat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jai Srila Prabhupada. So we are discussing this Damodar Ashtakam and we are getting deeply into the meaning to understand the meaning of what we sing every evening, every day for 1 month. So yesterday we discussed the 2 verses and we saw that Krishna's Tattva, Krishna's Roop, Krishna's Parivar, Krishna's associates and Krishna's family, the Gokule Brajamanam, right? And Krishna's Leela also. And then in the second verse, when we saw that Leela is explained, so finally that Leela, it explains that Krishna is bound not by the rope, but it's the rope of Mother Yashoda's love. So Krishna is trying to exhibit this quality of that how it's controlled, how it's under control, and he can be captured and bound by the love of his devotees. So we saw that how Mother Yashoda, Drashtva Parishamam Krishna, Kripayasita Swabandhane, Krishna decided to be bound by seeing the hard labor, the hard work of Mother Yashoda. Okay, so and not only just the love of Mother Yashoda definitely the greatest devotee, but another devotee which is Narad Muni. So Krishna is bound by the another devotee's love, which is Narad Muni. That how as the Leela progresses, we see that how Krishna was tied to the grinding mortar and he started to drag that mortar, and then he happened to collapse the trees, the Yamla Arjuna tree, and he delivered the son of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalkuver, right? Because that was the Narada's desire, the Narada's word that Krishna will come and deliver. So Krishna wants to make sure that he fulfills the words of his devotees. So that is also another reason that Krishna has to do this pastime, to keep his devotees' words true. So that was yesterday's discussion. Now let's get into the third verse today, and we'll just sing once and then we'll discuss the meaning of that. This is the third verse. Iti draksalila bhirananda kunde Sagosham nimajjantam makyapayantam Tadiyeshi tagnesu bhakterjitatvam Puna prematastam shatavrati bande. So now this third verse, it explains actually. He says, Iti draksvalila. So he's referring to this Leela. Iti draksvalila. This Leela. Which Leela? The Leela which has been explained in previous 1.5 words. First of the half verse and second of the full verse. So in that 1.5 verse, the whole Leela, that how Krishna was tied by the ropes, has been explained. Now he's saying, Iti draksva Leela. The Leela like this. So it's not only the one Leela. Leela like this. So here specifically it is mentioned about Damodar Leela, but Krishna is Leela Purushottam. Krishna keep performing such enchanting pastimes, many such pastimes actually. So this verse, Satyavrta Muni is saying, Iti drak swalila. The Leela like this, what is doing? Iti drak swalila, vir ananda kunde. So Krishna is immersing the devotees, all the Vrajvasis, into Ananda Kunde. He is immersing in the pools of ecstasy everyone by these Leelas. That is what is the intention of Krishna. Right? So Krishna is immersing everyone through these Leelas in the pools of ecstasy. iti driksva leela bir ananda kunde Swaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. Swaghosham means his own devotees, his own family members, and whole of Brajvasis. To them, nimajjantam. Nimajjantam means he's drowning them into the pools of ecstasy. He's immersing them through this leela. And akhyapayantam. At the same time, he wants to akhya. Akhya means to speak something, right? We say vyakhyan, like we give the lecture. So we say vyakhyan. So akhyan means somebody is just proclaiming something. So Krishna wants to proclaim something through this leela, that look at my devotees, that how they are so much drowning and immersing in the pools of ecstasy. So the Krishna's leela, these pastimes, it it gives a lot of joy to the devotees. Anyone who hears the pastime, who narrates the pastime, who witness the pastime, that is the nature of Krishna's leela. So that person will naturally be immersed into the pool of ecstasy. He will be all blissful. So it's so nourishing to the heart of the devotees that just by listening or speaking about Krishna Katha or witnessing the Krishna Katha, they naturally feel that joy. So that is the meaning of this. Iti driksva leela bhirananda kunde swaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. So he wants to proclaim something by saying this. So we'll come to that part also, that what he wants to proclaim. But before that, let us understand this, that how the devotees, they feel so much of ecstasy by this leela, these pastimes. So actually, this is the verse which is explained here in the Damodar Leela itself, in the 9th chapter. So here is the secret. Okay. I'll show the verse again first and then we'll go back. So this is the verse. Evam sandarshita yanga harina mrityavashita suhavashena bikrishnena yashe damseshwaram vashe. So the Krishna, through these leelas, he is showing one thing. What is showing? Darshita evam sandarshita yanga harina mrityavashita. The Supreme Lord, he is mrityavashita. Yesterday also we were talking about Bhaktir Jitatvam, Bhaktir Vaddham. So Bhratyavashata means Krishna, through all these pastimes, he want to proclaim, he want to show that I am controlled by my devotees. Vashata, that my devotees controls me actually. Right? That is what he's saying. And that is what he want to exhibit through all those pastimes. The same Supreme Lord, he goes to that extent to relinquish all his other so many unlimited qualities just to show his one of the supreme quality, which is that I am Pratyavashya. I'm controlled by my devotees. Right? So, like Yashodamai. Yashodamai is the meaning of Yashoda means one who gives yash, Yashoda, one who gives the yash, one who gives the fame. So Yashodamai has given Krishna the fame. What is the fame? Krishna became famous because of Yashodamai, that the Supreme Lord can be bound by the devotee. Yashodamai tied. So that is how he became Damodar. So this name of Damodar is given by Yashodamai. So Krishna wants to exhibit that, yes, I am bound by the devotees. And to exhibit this supreme quality, Krishna is ready to give up all his other qualities. What are other qualities? We can see here. See, Krishna is known as the Atmarama. Atmarama means he is complete in itself. He doesn't need anything. He is self-satisfied. Atmaram. But then Krishna becomes Istanyakam. The person who is self-satisfied, but now he is desiring something. What is desiring? The breast milk of Mother Yashoda. Right. So Krishna is giving up his quality of Atmaram. And you see, Krishna is known as Vishuddha Sattva Vigraha. So Krishna is Vishuddha Sattva, but Krishna is showing the anger here. Because when he did not get the milk, sufficient milk, Yashodamai left him in between and he became angry. Now, who becomes angry? Anger is one who is under the influence of mode of passion or ignorance. That person gets angry. Now, Krishna is Vishuddha Sattva Vigraha. He is beyond all the modes. But how is he getting angry? So Krishna has given up his quality of being Vishuddha Sattva Vigraha also, and he's getting angry here. Then Krishna is, as in the 11th chapter, in the universal form, he says that I am the Kala. Kalosmi Kridachaya Pravaddaha. So Krishna says, I am the Kal. So Kal means that which destroys everything. So Kala is the impersonal form of Krishna. So that creates the fear and the terror in the whole of the universe. It takes away everything, destroys everything. But the same Lord who is the Kal personified, and he is Atanka Netram now. he is terrified. The eye is filled with the terror. So he's given up this quality also. Krishna is faster than the wind and the mind. Like great yogis and munis and rishis, they're sitting in meditation trying to capture Krishna, but Krishna, nobody can catch Krishna. His speed is like, if somebody try to go with the speed of mind for millions and billions of years, still they cannot reach Krishna. And that Krishna is caught by Mother Yashoda. How is it possible? That person who's super fast, faster than the mind, and he's caught here, right? So he's showing this quality. And then Krishna is Satchidananda Vigraha, is eternally blissful. And blissful person, there's no point of crying. But look at this, Krishna is crying here. Why is crying then, if he's eternally blissful? So he have given us the quality of here also, that is a Satchidananda Vigraha. And he's the supreme controller, he is the Ishvara. How somebody can control the Ishwar? He is bound here. So the point is that Krishna, through this pastime, he has given up all these qualities to exhibit just one quality. Now, what is that one quality? Harina Bhattavashyata. That I am controlled, I am bound by my devotees. That is what Krishna wants to show. So here, in this particular verse, Krishna is saying, Iti Driksvalila Bhirananda Kunde. Saghosham Nimajjantam Akhyapayantam, all my devotees, they are drowning, they are immersing in the pools of ecstasy. And Akhyapayantam, he wants to give the claim. What is that claim? He says, next line, Tadiyeshu Tagnesu Bhaktarji Tattvam Puna Prematastam Shatavati Bande. So what is that? Tadiyesi Tagneshu. So there's another category of devotees. So here these are all Vrajvasis. They're in very intimate connection with Krishna. But there are another devotees who Tadiyesi Tagneshu. Those who knows Krishna as, who worship Krishna or treat Krishna in awe and reverence. Tadiyeshu Taggeshu. Ishu. Like a Ishwar, as a supreme Lord, supreme controller, supreme maintainer, supreme father. So there are devotees who treats Krishna like that, right? So to those devotees, they say, okay, you are controlled by me, but look here, I am controlled by my devotees. So you worship me with awe and reverence, like in the Vaikuntha mood of worship, but in Vrindavan, nobody treats me. Here, nobody cares for my godhood, right? So I am controlled by their love, and whole world is controlled by me. So Akhyapayantam, Tadiyeshu Taggeshu Bhaktarji Tattvam. So all those devotees, those who worship in Krishna in that awe and reverence, for those devotees, you want to show that if you want to experience this, come to Braj Bhakti, Vrindavan Bhakti. Then you will also immerse in the pool of ecstasy. So that is what Krishna is saying here. Okay. So in Vrindavan, nobody takes Krishna, nobody considers Krishna as God. Mother Yashoda, she is always in anxiety that I have to feed Krishna, I have to take care of Krishna, I have to give him bath. They doesn't care is Krishna is God or something. Even his own friends, they doesn't care he is God. Though Krishna is, at times he keeps showing his godhood by killing some big demons and lifting the Govardhan hill, but nobody cares for him. Cares for him means nobody cares for his godhood, right? So that is the Braj Prem, the Vrindavan Bhakti, that Krishna wants to show that in Braj Bhakti everybody is immersed in the pools of ecstasy. So they see, in Vrindavan, they see Krishna as this object of love. Okay. If somebody sees Krishna as the Lord, as Bhagavan, the master, the maintainer, the controller, and like that, then that person won't be able to bind Krishna. But in Vrindavan, the devotees can bind Krishna. So now what is interesting here, that the three qualities being explained here. Right? Like he is Bhaktarji Tattvam, he is conquered by the Bhaktas, is Bhakta Vaddam, that devotees can capture him, and Bhakta Vashada, devotees can control him. And to show this particular quality, Krishna is ready to give up all kinds of quality. Krishna is getting angry. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, that Trividam Narkashedam Dwaram Nashanam Atmana Kamam Krodam Tatha Lovam Tasmat Edam Trayam Trajet. So he's saying these are the doorway to hell. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. But Krishna is showing all the things. Kama means desire. He desires more milk. Right? First of all, he desires the milk, and then he becomes Lobha. He becomes greedy. He wants more milk. And then Kamam, Krodham, when he doesn't get the milk, then he gets angry also. So Krishna is ready to give up all his qualities. So that is the meaning of this verse. iti draksvalila biranandakunde Sagosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Tadeshu Tageshu Bhaktarjitatvam Puna Prematastam Shatabrati Vande. To that Lord, Puna Prematastam Shatabrati Vande. I bow down to that Lord. Pun Avrati Vande. Avrati means repeating. Repeatedly, I just again and again, I bow down to this Lord. So that is the meaning of this verse. We'll move to the next verse. Fourth verse. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va nachanyam vradeham vareshadapiha idam deva puranatha gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanyai. So what is happening in this verse now? Because now Satyavrata Muni is bowing down. Puna prematastam shatavrati vande. Vande means I bow down at your lotus feet again and again. I offer my respectful obeisance unto your lotus feet. So when somebody bows down, then what happens? In turn, we receive the benediction, the blessings. And that is why we come in front of the deities, we bow down, we pray, and then Lord blesses us. So now this is the time to get some benediction because you're already bowing down. Puna prematastam shatavrati vande. He's bowing down again and again. So he says, now I'm bowing down, my dear Lord, and now you'll be giving a benediction, but before you grant me any benediction, this is what is my thought here. So he says, Varam Deva Moksham, na Moksham Vadiva. Varam Dev, that my dear Lord, if you want to give me some benediction, then Moksham na. Don't give me the moksha. Right? So the whole world, all the people, those who are on the spiritual path, they're looking for the moksha. But here, the devotee, Satyavrata Muni is saying, Moksham na, I don't want the moksha, I don't want liberation. My desire is not liberation. Na moksha vadin, or I don't want moksha avadhi. Avadhi means like eternally you will be liberated, like going to some Vaikuntha or something like that. I said, I don't want that also. Moksham na moksham vadin va, na cha anyam. He says, na anyam. Any other benediction also, I don't want. So, moksham na moksham vadiva, na cha anyam. Pranayam varesha dapiha. I don't want either moksha or mokshabdi or any other benediction. I don't want anything. Okay. Oh, varesha dapiha. He is addressing the Lord as varesha dapiha. So Lord is Varisha, the best of the bestower of benediction. Lord is actually in South India, there is a temple called the Varadarajas temple. Right. So Lord is, Krishna is the Lord of Vara. He is famous for giving the benedictions to the devotees. But here he is saying that I don't want all this moksha. That actually there are 5 kinds of different moksha, the 5 kinds of different liberation being explained in the scriptures. It is very important to understand that how devotees actually, they doesn't consider this moksha, the liberation at all. They never desire that actually to have that. So there are 5 kinds of liberation, which is Sayujya, which is impersonal liberation, merging into the Supreme Brahman. And then Sayujya, and then Salokya. Salokya liberation means you can go to the planet of the Lord and you can stay in the Vaikuntha Loka. So devotees say, no, I don't want to go on the planet of the Lord also. Sayujya, Salokya, Samipya. Samipya means, Salokya means you are on the planet but not very close to the Lord, but Samipya is you're very close to the Lord. You stay eternally close to the Lord. Samipya Mukti. And then Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya means you get the form as beautiful, as attractive as the Lord himself. Sarupya Mukti. And there is a Sasti Mukti. Sasti means having the same opulence like Lord. But the devotees, they are not interested in any kind of liberation. They say, we don't want. They want only one thing. What they want, that we'll talk. But they don't want. Let us talk about what they don't want. In fact, this Bilva Mangal Tagore, he explains this beautiful verse. He says, Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjali Sevate Asman. That for the devotee, even the Mukti, the liberation, with the folded hands, Mukulitanjali Sevate Asman, standing at the door of the devotee. Say, please accept me. So devotee is not interested in Mukti, but Mukti is standing at the door of the devotee. Right? And say, please accept me. Actually, I came across this beautiful, I'll just read out. It's a very nice verse from Rupa Goswami's Padyavali, that is in connection with Mukti. It's a beautiful verse composed by in the Padyavali. So this verse says, Kvatam muktirupagasmi bhavati kasmad akasmadiya Sri Krishna smaranena deva bhavato dasi padam prapita Ture tishtamanaganagasi katham koryadanaryam mai Tadgandan nijanama chandana rasa lepasya tapo bhave. It's a beautiful meaning to this verse. What it says, there is a conversation between Mukti and a devotee. So what is happening here? Just hear attentively, you will just enjoy this. He says, Katvam. He says, Katvam, who are you? Katvam, who are you? So the devotee is asking the Mukti, who are you? How come you are here? Katvam Mukti or Mukti, Muktir Upagatam Bhavati Kasmad. So he's saying, I am Mukti, I am impersonal liberation. So the devotee is asking, Bhavati Kasmad, Akasmad here? How come suddenly you came here? Who invited you here? Right, so devotee is saying, and he's asking and saying, I am the Mukti, and he's asking that Kasmad, why you suddenly come here? And then Mukti is saying, Sri Krishna Smarena Deva Bhavato, because you are always absorbed in remembering and engaging in the service of Krishna, Sri Krishna Smaranena Deva Bhavato, Dasi Padam Prapitaha. Then you become qualified to accept me as your Dasi, just because you are always remembering Krishna, you are always serving Krishna. So I'm ready to become your Dasi. But then devotee, what is saying? He's saying, Dure tishta manag anagasi katham. Dure tishta. Just stay away. Right? He's just kind of just changing away. So just stay away. I'm not interested in making you the Dasi. Right? He says, you just stay away. Why do you trouble a person like me? Katham kuryad anaryamai. Katham kuryad. What wrong I have done that you are troubling me by coming to my house and you are giving the proposal to accept you as Dasi? Twad gandham nij nama chandana. Twad gandham. He says, just your smell alone can spoil the nij nama chandana, that the fragrance of the sandalwood paste of my my reputation as a devotee. Right? So this is how the devotee actually considers the mukti. Devotees are not interested in mukti. That is what the Satyavrata Muni is saying here. That varam deva moksham na moksham vadeva na chanyam braneham varesha dapiha. I don't want moksham vadim na cha anyam or any other benediction. Now the question is, then what you want? You should want something, right? You should ask something. So what do you want? So what he wants is, he says, idam te bapurnath gopal balam sada me manasya verastam kim anyay. So now he's telling that what I want exactly. He says, idam te bapurnath gopal balam. So I want to capture that beautiful form, Gopal Balam, that the beautiful enchanting form of this Gopala. Sada me manasya, constantly, always, eternally in my mind. It should just fix in my mind. Idam te bapurnath Gopala Balam, sada me manasya avirastam kim anyay. What else I want? I don't want anything. Kim anyay. I'm not interested in anything else. I just want this beautiful Gopala, Bal Gopal, Vrindavan form to always remember, to stay in my heart, and I can see that form always. That is what exactly I want. So that is the desire of this devotee, Satyavrata Muni here. You see? Right. So there are different Nathas. If you go to India, you will see Ranganath, which is in South India. And you will see Jagannath, which is in East India. Then you see Dwarkanath, which is in the West India. And then North India, you will see the Badrinath. But in the Middle India, which is Vrindavan, is a Gopalanath. It's Gopalu Balam. So he says, I'm not interested in East, West, North, South, or any other Nathas. I'm interested only seeing this. He's not saying that I'm not interested in other forms, but he very specifically mentioning that Gopalu Balam. I want to see this Gopal, Bal Gopal form in my heart. Sada me manasham avirastam kimanya. I don't want anything else. Right? So that is the desire of the Satyavrata Muni. Idam te bapuranath Gopala Balam sada me manasham avirastam kimanyai. What else? I'm not interested in anything else. So this is what it is. And then in the Next verse, we'll go to the next verse. I think we don't have the time to discuss. Tomorrow we'll cover, but I'll just read. Idam te mukhambojam atyanta nile ratam kuntalai snigdha ratasya gopya moho chumbitam bimba raktadharam me manasya virastamalam lakshalabe. So actually, in the fourth verse, the Satyavrata Muni is expressing his desire that what he want idam deva purnata gopalubalam. And then he further in the fifth verse also is actually the same desire to see that beautiful form. Now, Satyavrata Muni is just zooming in the face of Krishna, that's Gopalwal form. And the beauty of Krishna has been explained in this verse. So he's further expressing the same desire. So we can understand that how strong that desire is. The intensity of desire is that in the small composition of 8 stanzas, he used the 2 stanzas just to express his desire to see that beautiful form of Krishna Balagopal form. So now that same Balagopal form is further described in this in the 5th verse. Hidam te mukhambojam atyanta nila, which we'll discuss tomorrow. Now we are already, I think time is over. So we'll continue. Till then, keep meditating on this, at least the 4 verses what we discussed, the meaning, some points. So when we sing, we can sing with more meaningfully, with more devotion, and with that hopefully that helps everyone. And then rest of the 4 verses we'll try to cover tomorrow. We'll see how we can cover in one session, but maybe we'll go a little, super fast. And then we'll try to go, we can exceed also a little bit if it is needed. Okay, so I thank you everyone for joining.